Hey everyone, welcome to your first ever video of Table Talk. Today, we have a few interesting topics, first being YouTube TV's new brand campaign, including a new spot that they released during the World Series. So YouTube TV, it's the second year that they're the presenting sponsor of the World Series, which is just another extension of their partnership with the MLB. Earlier this year, they released that they will now offer the entire MLB network, including 24/7, 365, all things baseball. YouTube TV's latest spot featured user-generated content, all that warm, fuzzy feeling type content. Other brands that have done this are Kraft. Last year, Kraft's Super Bowl commercial was completely user-generated. Basically, YouTube TV's play here is they're trying to own everything sports, and they're capturing a lot of live TV moments. Their spot actually went from the live broadcast straight into their spot seamlessly, and then went straight back to the broadcast afterward to try to make it seem more integrated with the game itself. They're putting their name on everything as well. I know you've probably been watching sporting events and you see YouTube TV behind the catcher at a baseball game, see YouTube TV on jerseys walking around LA. They're really doing a good job of putting their name out there everywhere. And this is actually ingraining them in the minds of audiences that will inevitably cut the cord. And what does this mean for Hulu? Hulu needs to differentiate itself as a brand. What are the differences between their sports offering and our sports offering? And if we're gonna own sports or try to own sports, what are partnerships that make sense for Hulu? And on to Netflix. Oh, Netflix. Netflix is suspected of race targeting. The way that they did it is every show title has a different cover photo, so to speak. So people took to Twitter and they screenshotted the picture that Netflix was showing them for a show and asked if anyone was seeing different pictures. And a lot of people from different ethnicities replied saying that they did see different pictures for the same exact show based on their race. Honestly, we're living in this world where people are very skeptical of companies and the use of their data. People don't like consenting to their data being used. Ultimately, we really need to make sure that we protect our users' data, first off. Second off, we need to really make sure that we are not offending anyone in using their data for our algorithms and other items. Back to YouTube TV. So they did have a big outage this week. The way that they dealt with it was they're offering a free week of service to their users. YouTube TV offered a free week, but what are some other creative ways that we could give back to our users when something like this happens? Another thing, when cable goes down, I'm from Wisconsin, and usually it's because there was a huge storm and a tree, knocked over something, and you need a cable guy to come and fix this, and sometimes it can take days. So what are some ways that we can start telling that story? Like, even when our service goes down, it's better than when a lightning rod hits your house or your cable gets disconnected because a raccoon ate through the cord or something. Yeah, we really need to start telling that story. Well, another interesting thing to think about, Gen Z is aging, entering the workforce actually. Cable is not relevant to Gen Z. These are people that their parents have cable, but once they leave the house, they're not going to get cable. So YouTube and Netflix are actually 70% of their daily video consumption. Basically, how are we gonna stay relevant to this audience? They are tech savvy, so they're looking for technology that's gonna help them. They love GIFs and memes, and they wanna watch sports and they wanna listen to SoundCloud rappers. So, interesting brand work this week. Starbucks, a new sign language store. Building and creating these sort of experiences for your users who might be marginalized, it does more than just speak to your brand and your values. It's a really moral thing to do. All right, that's all I have for today. Scroll down for all the information that I just talked about. More succinct synopsis is below. Go kill it today, folks.